one called the Ultimate Showman or the Best Showman or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's um, so there's a lot of really good movies. The synopsis kind of for the Kingsman 2 is with their headquarters destroyed and the world held hostage, members of the Kingsmen find new allies when they discover a spy organization in the United States known as the Statesmen. Um, in their adventure that tests their strength and wits, the elite secret agents from both sides of the pond band together to battle a ruthless enemy to save the day. Um, something that's becoming a bit of a habit for Eggsy, who is the main character in the original Kingsman movie, and he's going to be one of the main characters in the new one. And it looks really cool. It's got a lot of really good. Actually, it looks like it's already out because it says that there's some showings. Man, if I have some money, I might go to a movie tonight. Um, it looks like it might already be out. That's kind of sweet. Yep, it came out September 22nd. So I really need to go to the movies before I leave
Ah,
for my trip. Um,
so that's gonna be this Friday. It's gonna be coming out,
okay,
right?
this Friday it comes
Because
out.
today's the 18th.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
it comes
this
out Friday.
so the 22nd. Wow. So that's gonna be the debut.
The debut. So I'm gonna go and see a movie Friday night.
There you go.
Yeah, because it says there's one at, let's see, Trillium. There's one in IMAX at 10:05. Anyway, so it looks like a super good movie. And I think they've got Channing Tatum in it actually. The cast looks really.
Huh.
Um, they've got Channing Tatum.
Well,
They've
that's
got
gonna be a hit.
yeah, it is just with him in it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And if you've
well, I
seen
mean they've
Magic
got
Mike, I mean,
well they've got the original two, but they've also got Channing Tatum, Halle Berry,
mm,
Julianne Moore, Mark Strong, Elton John, Jeff Bridges,
Elton John.
Elton John,
Wow.
Jeff Bridges. That one surprised me a little bit.
Huh.
Um, yeah, there's a lot of really good actors and actresses in this new one.
Dang.
Um, so I'm super excited for Jeff Bridges. I saw his part and it looked pretty cool. Mark Strong. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of really big names in this one, and I mean there's a lot of really big names in the other one. They had Samuel L. Jackson as the bad
Yeah.
guy. So this looks really sweet. If you haven't seen the commercial, um, just Google Kingsman 2. It'll pop right up on the little side. You just click on the commercial or you click on the play button. It'll play the commercial for you. It's super sweet. I actually just watched it before the show, um, just because I hadn't seen it in a little while. But there was also a movie coming out. It was called like The Ultimate Showman, I think, and that one has Hugh Jackman in it. And that one doesn't come out until 2018, I think. Um, maybe not The Ultimate. What is the name of this movie?
Hmm.
The Greatest Showman. That's what it's called.
The greatest.
The Greatest Showman. It is inspired by the imagination of P.T. Burnham's The Greatest Showman is an original musical that celebrates the birth of show business and tells of a visionary um, man who rose from nothing to create a spectacle that became a worldwide sensation. And it has Hugh Jackman,
Hmm.
Zac Efron,
Oh.
my wife Michelle Williams. That's one of my two wives. If you didn't know, I between her and Hilary Duff. Um, but yeah, it's got a huge cast.
Zendaya. Zendaya's
Zendaya's
in
in
this
there.
one. Oh,
You've got
okay.
Rebecca Ferguson.
You know what? I'm gonna go see this just 'cause Zendaya's in this. That is my future wife. Right
Okay.
there.
Well, then
Oh,
we
look
both
at
need to
that.
we need to go and see together then.
Exactly.
That's exactly what that means.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the release date is, I believe, 2018 ish.
I think December
Um,
25th, 2017.
there
That's
you
what it
go.
says for the USA.
So December.
So if you're
I'm good with
listening
that.
outside the United States, we can't answer that for you.
Right.
But in the USA, it's supposed to be released on December 25th,
Right. There you go.
2017.
Um, which makes me super excited because and this was a trailer that I just stumbled upon.
Really?
I was actually doing show prep for the show one day, and I was like, "What's this?" And I clicked on it and I watched it. I'm like, "This looks fantastic." It just looks really good. I know
Huh.
Hugh Jackman's really good with musicals. Um,
Is this gonna be like better than La La Land? Do you think?
oh yeah, I didn't even see La La Land because it sounded boring.
Oh my gosh, no! You gotta go see that, dude. Like
I
it
just didn't
was.
like the storyline.
Ah,
Like I'm a big circus guy, and this is kind of like the theme
yeah.
to this is like the show business that they're creating is like a circus.
Oh,
Is
okay.
essentially so that's what really made it appeal to me,
Huh.
because I'm a big circus guy.
Got like the typewriters and all that good stuff. I'm watching it a little bit right now.
Are you?
But yeah, no, La La Land. I mean, it was. I thought it was gonna be dumb. I went to it.
Hmm.
The beginning is kind of like, oh no, this is gonna be like High School Musical. What
Right.
am I getting myself into?
I mean, I
But
like High School
oh,
Musical.
don't
So.
get me wrong, same here. But like, I was expecting like a cinematic just masterpiece, and like the cinematography on it blows my mind. And the music, the soundtrack
Hmm.
alone, is just absolutely amazing. And like, there's a lot of the same like, I guess, wording in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of like gives you an emotional roller coaster with the music and then with what's happening. So the music tells its own story that kind of contributes. Sorry, we're also throwing La La Land in here, but if you haven't seen it, you should definitely take a look at it.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen that I need to see. Like I still haven't seen Doctor Strange. It's on Netflix, and I need to watch it.
I haven't seen it
My
either.
problem is I'm starting to binge on series more now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a series. Do you like medieval times kind of shows?
I haven't seen too many of them. I mean,
Um,
personally, like what I've watched a lot of is just like Narcos or like
well,
House of Cards.
this one is a so it's actually based on real people. It's called Rain. It's
Mm-hmm.
one that I just finished, and it is about the French court. So like back in the times when you had kings and queens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the court was the kings, like everybody in the castle was considered the court. It was the king and the queen and the
Yeah.
prince and the um, princess or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And this was about I think it was King Henry of France and his queen, and then you had his prince who was Prince Francis,
Mm-hmm.
who became king later, and then you had Queen Mary of Scotland. And so it literally almost the entire series takes place in this French court.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes through all like the backhand. It's kind of like a chick flick a little bit
Yeah.
because there's like people killing people and like hidden agendas and stuff. But it's really good.
Wow.
It's super good. And there's a I don't know. I feel like I learned quite a bit from it too because there's a lot of factual stuff that happens.
Huh.
Like it's very accurate.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It was really fun to watch. I actually just finished it. There was only 4 seasons, but I get in this problem where I watch something that only has a short amount of seasons, and I'll get one day where I really don't have nothing to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just binge, and then I end up finishing it. I'll go crap. Now what am I gonna like? Right now I'm stuck in a root or a rut because I'm trying to figure out what to watch,
Yeah.
and I kind of started a series um called like Being Human,
Huh.
which is like about a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire, just
Oh.
trying to be normal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is kind of interesting, but
Yeah.
it's not. So I'm like kind of casually watching it, but there has been no binge-worthy series that I found recently.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of ran out of them. But I haven't had time to watch Doctor Strange, so I need to watch that one, and there's a couple other on Netflix I need to watch. My
Huh.
problem is I'm too broke.
Just sneak into the movies. I'm just looking at a list here on Movie Insider. I guess it looks like 50 Shades Freed. So I guess that's the third movie in 50 Shades is coming out.
Apparently,
Wow.
I'm just
I know they were gonna do the third one.
I
Thought
knew that
two
they
was gonna
did.
be enough.
Right. I, I, I'm over those. Like,
I haven't
that was a movie that was just made for women to.
That is true. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I have never been to one, nor do I really have any like intention to go to it.
Right.
But I mean, there's cool ones like The Purge 4. Oh wow, a fourth one. Okay.
I heard The Purge was really good.
Yeah, the third one.
I just heard some of them were really good.
Yeah,
Um,
I gotta still watch those. There's certain things I need to do, but like, I don't know. There's some interesting ones. Mission Impossible, one's coming up.
I feel like they've had too many Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, that's the sixth one. It says.
Although the Fast and the Furious, I still haven't seen the newest one
Oh,
because they got what? What's the newest one? 9?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Ah,
I have 8. I have 1 through 8
yeah, you gotta watch that
that I
last one.
own.
Made me tear up at the end a little bit there.
Wait, was the last one when the one that
With the song.
yeah, no, I've seen that
I'll
one.
see. Yeah. Okay.
That one came out since then.
Huh. There's another. Oh.
Well, now I need to look it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was one more, but I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right. I thought there. Maybe I'm wrong because I thought there was another one. Maze Runner's coming out. That's in January, January 26th.
That's had like 3 of them too.
Yeah.
Because there was like
I
Maze
think,
Runner 1, 2,
I don't
and I
know.
think there's this 3.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of third series. I was thinking about it and I was like, we don't really have like a Hunger Games or anything anymore. Like, I guess Maze Runner counts, but we don't have like a Hunger Games or a like we don't have too many of those going on still. It's like they're all winding down. The Maze Runner, you got all these different
Maybe
ones.
I have 1 through 7 because
Huh.
the 8 is The Fate of the Furious, and I haven't seen that one yet.
Huh.
And
Wow.
I hate the name though. I can't stand the name. The Fate of the Furious.
Huh. That's weird.
Have you ever looked at the naming of the Fast and the Furious series?
Yeah.
They've got the Fast and the Furious,
Mhm.
Too Fast, Too Furious, or it's Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, The Fast and the Furious. Then you've got or no, 3 is Tokyo Drift. So you've got Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift,
Mhm.
The Fast and the Furious, and then you've got Fast 5, Furious 6
Yeah.
or Furious 7, and then Fast and Furious 6, I think it is. Now you've got the Fate of the Furious, which is 8.
It's interesting, the fate, but huh.
I mean, couldn't you just go Fast and Furious 1, Fast and Furious 2, Fast and Furious 3?
Make it less complicated.
Well, and then 3 doesn't really go in chronological order. So you've got
Huh.
1, if you want to watch them in order, you have to watch 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7.
Oh. There's through 3 in there.
Yeah, because 3 is completely out of the series. And because Han dies in 3,
Mhm.
but then he's back in 5. So it's kind of like he doesn't die until in between 6 and 7. And now they've got 8. So I haven't seen The Fate of the Furious, but I was super excited to see it. So now I need to buy it or rent it or something.
Yeah,
go and see it.
definitely.
One movie I have seen that we need to talk about,
Mhm.
and I know you've been waiting to talk about this one because
Yes.
originally when you were supposed to be on the show when I cut my thumb a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
you were all geared up to talk about this movie.
I was hyped.
And then last week you had something going on. So this week you're on, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So there's a movie called Charlie St. Cloud.
Mhm.
Originally this was part of our Fresh and Retro Netflix pick of the week, but I neglected to see the other one because I was in the middle of it when I was just beginning it when I cut my finger. Haven't had a chance to get back to it. So we're just going to cover one movie.
It's a good
It's
one.
Charlie
though.
St. Cloud. It's
a-
awesome movie. Awesome movie.
Amazing.
I think this was one of the movies that because after High School Musical, Zac Efron did a little stint of
Mhm.
really good movies.
Yeah.
I think this was the first one after he did High School Musical, and it
Mhm.
actually made me respect him a lot more as an actor.
Definitely.
Be-
It kind of like he grew up in this movie.
Right.
Kinda, it's more of like an older brother role instead of this high school I was about to sing, but
Yeah.
I'm not that good. This High School Musical type thing where it's all great and everything, but with this movie it's more serious and dramatic and it shows his acting skills. Obviously the kid was probably there, but
Right.
at the same time it's very, very interesting.
Well, like I said, that got him away kind of from his from his childhood image because he had 17 again, and well, actually, so he had High School Musical 1,
Hmm.
and then he did the Replacements,
Yeah.
the cartoon. He was in Hairspray, which was